The Hope Diamond. A gemstone unlike any other, this dazzling light blue diamond weighs in at an astonishing 45 carats. Its size and color are breathtaking, but what truly makes it legendary is its dark reputation. Some call it cursed, and with good reason. The diamond's history stretches back centuries. It was once part of a larger stone brought from India, where it was rumored to have been stolen from the eye of a sacred idol, and over time it passed into the hands of French royalty. King Louis XIV, 15th, and 16th all possessed the gem, as did Queen Marie Antoinette. Their reigns, of course, ended in tragedy during the French Revolution, fueling whispers that the jewel itself was to blame. It didn't end there. Later, Sultan Abdulhamid II of Turkey owned the Hope Diamond, only to suffer political turmoil and eventually exile. In the 20th century, American socialite Evelyn Wash McLean became the stone's most famous private owner. She flaunted it at parties, seemingly unafraid of the curse. Yet, misfortune found her too. She lost a son in a car accident. Her husband abandoned her, and her daughter died young. Today, the Hope Diamond rests safely behind the glass at the Smithsonian Institute. But even now, visitors sometimes say they can feel uneasy when standing before it, as if the gem itself radiates misfortune. The Bassano Vase. An unassuming silver vase that hides a deadly past. The story begins in Italy. Centuries ago, the vase was given to a young bride as a wedding gift. But before she could enjoy married life, she was found dead in her bedroom on her wedding night, clutching the vase in her arms. Her death was sudden, unexplained, and was only the first in a long string of tragedies. The vase passed through her family, but with every new owner came another mysterious death. The family, terrified of its curse, locked it away, determined to keep it out of reach. Generations later, it was rediscovered in the 1980s. A note was found inside the box, stark and chilling. "Beware, this vase brings death." Despite the warning, it was sold at auction, and within months, the new owner was dead. What became of the vase after is unclear. Some say it was buried in concrete, others say it vanished again into hiding. Nobody really knows. Robert the Doll. A child's toy that became one of the most infamous cursed objects in the world. The legend says in the early 1900s, when a young girl angry at the Otto family of Key West gifted their son Jean Otto a large doll dressed in a sailor suit. Some believe the girl practiced black magic, others that the doll was simply imbued with something sinister from the start. Jean adored Robert. He treated it like a living companion, speaking to it daily, but neighbors and family members began to notice some odd things. Neighbors swore they saw the doll move from the window to window when the house was empty. Jean himself insisted the doll was alive, claiming that it whispered to him and even demanded things. After Jean's death, Robert was locked away in the attic. The new owners of the house, however, quickly experienced their own strange encounters. Footsteps in empty rooms, objects moving on their own, and unsettling sounds of laughter. In 1994, Robert was finally donated to the Key West Art and Historical Society and later placed in East Martello Museum, where he remains today. Visitors still report cameras malfunctioning, strange feelings of dread, and even accidents after mocking or disrespecting the doll. Many write letters of apology, begging Robert for forgiveness. The Curse of King Tut's Tomb, one of the most famous archaeological legends in history. When British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun in 1922, the world was captivated. The tomb was breathtaking, filled with treasure and artifacts that had lain undisturbed for over 3,000 years, but with its discovery came whispers of a deadly curse. Inscribed in the tomb's entrance was said to be a chilling warning. "Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." Skeptics brushed it off until tragedy struck. Just months later, Lord Carnarvon, the expedition's financial backer, fell ill from a mosquito bite that turned septic. He died suddenly in Cairo. Newspapers across the globe declared the curse had struck, and Carnarvon was not alone. Of the 58 people present at the tomb's opening, 8 died within the next 12 years, many under unusual circumstances. Though scientists argue coincidence, the legend persists, and King Tut's tomb remains a powerful symbol of ancient wrath. The Crying Boy Painting, a haunting image of a tearful child painted by Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin. In the 1950s, the print became popular in homes across Europe. Yet with popularity came an eerie pattern. Time and time again, homes that owned the painting were destroyed in fires. In every case, when firefighters sifted through the wreckage, they found the Crying Boy print intact, completely unburned, sometimes hanging eerily untouched on the walls of ash. The legend grew so strong that British tabloids warned people not to hang the painting in their homes. Some even staged mass burnings of the prints, though strangely, the paintings were still reluctant to catch flame. Was it coincidence or something more? To this day, many remain unsettled by the Crying Boy's stare. The Gold of Tolosa, an ancient treasure that vanished into mystery in 106 BCE. The Roman proconsul Quintus Servilius Sapo seized a vast hoard of gold and silver from the temple at Delphi in Greece. The treasure was immense, worth millions by modern standards, but almost immediately misfortune followed. Only a fraction of the plunder ever reached Rome, and many of the soldiers who carried it simply disappeared. Some claim the gods had cursed the gold for being stolen from sacred grounds. Others believe it was intercepted by enemies. What did arrive in Rome was later stolen again, rumored to be orchestrated by Sapo himself. After that, the treasure vanished completely. Centuries later, the gold of Tolosa is still lost, its fate unknown. But legends insist that it was cursed from the moment it left Delphi, and that those who took it paid the ultimate price.
Period!